All right, so here we go.
Okay. All right. Well, what we were talking about,
and first of all, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm
Yes.
Sheena. For everybody that don't know, I'm Sheena. I'm Duck's mom, and I just heard what you said before you were playing me talking to the boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel I have to come on here and explain shit. If you didn't know, my husband is 32. Okay, my husband is 32, and I met him was 30. He was 20, and I was 35. We've been together 12 years. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. The fact that she was dating a man that was younger. Oh boy. We're gonna learn a lot about we could learn a lot about this Tommy Sotomayor, Mama Duck situation. Mama Duck was the mother of a rapper, FBG. He was gunned down, I believe, and I think also the mother of King Von. So we about to see about this.
So that time when I was talking to dude, it was the same year I lost Britt. Now remind you, I done already gave it to God. I don't see why I got to keep explaining myself and why people are judging me. And I done gave the situation to God already. I admit my wrongs for talking to this damn boy. That's all I was, talking to him. Talking to him. Ain't nobody finna get up on your platform, nobody else's platform, and try to judge me. Fathers, y'all study bringing up my kids passing away. That's God's work. That's God's work. God gives life and take it away. See, and you people.
That wasn't. Oh man. A lot of times when you have with these folks who, you know, they don't really believe in God until something really bad happens. Okay, I'm not condemning her for believing in God, but God usually shows you the error of your ways and why things happened, and shows you that you had a part to play in a person's demise, or the reality of why a person faced these type of situation, why this happened to this such and such person. Okay, ain't holier than thou. The reality is, her son was in the industry, gang banging and stuff, and this is the end result, which is death. All right, I mean, you could say, you know, God will feel like He has mercy on a person if He wants to have mercy. Yeah, all right, that's logical. But in the end, we make choices, and sometimes those choices lead to death. And gang banging leads to death.
Y'all get on these platforms and try to degrade people who are struggling because y'all don't know their life, y'all don't know their story. Y'all just go off of what y'all see and hear on the internet. It's more to me than the internet. Call me, ask me. Don't get on no platform and fucking judge me because of what somebody else is saying. I understand y'all are internet journalists and y'all need to get y'all bag up or whatever the case may be, but y'all have to realize.
This entrepreneur brand logo was done by a top free.
Y'all also reckoning people's lives when y'all do that. I'm not a weak bitch. I'm not finna kill myself because of what somebody is saying to me. And that's cyberbullying. Y'all don't know how a person mad is. It's like that y'all want shit. Not you per se. I'm talking about bloggers, period, that bring up people bad times and hardships, and they don't even.
Thing is, no one knew. The thing is, when your son died, okay, they only know about your son, but you wanted to come up here, you wanted to make guest appearance, you wanted to take interviews. Now people know you. Your son was in the spotlight, not you. You kind of gets you to kind of question, how did you raise your son? How did you raise your kids? And they ended up in this type of predicament. What? And then you wonder why you got people saying that women are proud to be single mothers. And then when you have men who say being a single mother is not good, especially men who have grew up under a single mother, it's not good. You want to clown men who talk about this. Okay. And this is a pure example of what I'm seeing, why it's bad to be a single mother. And you got selfish women who just want to be mothers on their own terms. They don't want to get married. She dated a man who was younger than her. She was 35, he was 20. Her kid's father, her husband. This shows that she wanted things her way. This is what I'm seeing. Not all black women act like this, but the majority of them that are from the hood, the ghetto, and don't want to accept no correction or don't want to accept any sound advice, this is how they are. And so I see they made Tommy Sotomayor rich.
I know what they're talking about.
But I'm just curious. If you say this, a lot of the
And
type of
whatever Brandon James is, tell him his mama should have swallowed him. Why he
no, you got to try to see. You said it.
And this is the shit I'm talking about.
Well, you
I
have to.
got a potty mouth. I got a potty mouth, and I got time today. That's
No, I feel you. But if you say you have a potty mouth,
I got a potty mouth. You just heard it. You just said I was talking to do. You heard it. I got a potty mouth. Okay, I'm not ashamed of nothing I did in the past. Why are people starting bringing up my fucking past to try to validate their motherfucking self?
Well, first off, we in order for us to have a conversation, we have to both speak. And I'm trying to ask you some questions. I understand that somebody in the conversation, you said in the comment section, you said you have a potty mouth. But if they say something bad too, then doesn't that make you guys equal that you both have a potty mouth? So why be offended if someone?
See, it's just like this. A lot of shit you just look over. That shit roll off me out like water. But when somebody is trying to benefit off your hardships, God sees that. So y'all can fund and stumble. If you believe in God and you fear in God, you will get disciplined. You will. Karma is a motherfucker. What you do to others will happen to you.
But so you don't think the way you raised your kids, reckless and stuff, isn't God coming towards you with karma?
I'm curious though. You tend to bring up God a lot, but then you bring up that
because I'm very spiritual.
You have to let me finish. You bring up God a lot and you talk about spirituality and you also talk about karma, but you don't like it to be used towards you or someone to bring it up. And the things you say don't sound very spiritual. The way you cuss people out, the way you say somebody needed to be swallowed, that's not spiritual or God.
Hell yeah, that's spiritual. That's coming from a spiritual insight. Leave me the fuck alone. That's spiritual. I mean that. You're not God. You can't judge me.
But you're judging them.
How I'm judging them? I'm only reacting.
You say that what they're doing
about me.
No, because you're saying that what they're doing. You're saying that what they're doing, God is going to pay them back for it.
No, I said period. That goes for anybody. Period, baby. It's not just exempt to one person. We all have to face what we dish out bogus to people. You know what I'm saying? So.
The Bible also gives us the spirit of discernment, and it allows, and God does, and it allows us to be able to see something. And if we see something that appears evil, then we should call it out because there's no way to help your fellow man.
I haven't killed
nobody. Well, you were saying that their words are just evil. Well, you were saying that their words were just evil, what people are saying, but their actions have not caused anybody to die.
No, it don't matter to me. Can't nobody who behind a fucking keyboard call me ugly. They ain't showing their motherfucking face. I can just imagine how the fuck they look behind the fucking keyboard.
No, I understand that, but here's the thing. You have a situation that's unique. If you are LeBron James, Mom, and something happens, they're going to look at you.
So LeBron James' mom wrong for dating one of his teammates. If she like young, let her live.
Wait a minute.
Let her live.
This woman is acting like a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, and she must be in her 50s or 60s. This is sad, man. This is real freaking sad. Okay. It's crazy. She's actually trying to justify a mother sleeping with her son's teammates. She's not seeing, it's not registering in her brain. It's not, I doubt she graduated high school. The family background, this is the third time I'm saying this. Generational curses. This woman, the mother, her mother probably the same way. I guarantee it's the same way. It's the same ghetto logic. And I cringe how King Von had to grow up with this type of woman as his mother. I cringe. The things he had to see, the stuff probably that was done to him, and she just glanced over it. And it's like she never had a father that would just knock some sense into her when she needed it. I'm from the old school. You know, you had a father. He didn't care about your gender, discipline you because you can't. What? Let her live. You're embarrassing your son.
How's it wrong? How's it wrong? What make it wrong? Because they play together?
Yes, that's disrespectful. Wait. Yes, ma'am. That's disrespectful to your son. Out of all the things
What if
I'm trying to explain it to you.
What
I'm
if
trying
was okay with it? What if he
No, he wasn't okay with it.
You raised me.
Ma'am, stop.
I'm a professional basketball
Ma'am,
player.
please.
You raised me. Why she can't live her life?
Ma'am, why is it you won't let a person respond? You said how. I'm trying to tell you how.
Okay, tell me your opinion. Tell me your
No,
opinion.
it's a fact. This man was upset.
Everybody don't feel how you feel. Motherfuckers want to be happy.
I'm trying to tell you what happened in this situation, not you just talking. In this situation, LeBron James was upset, so upset that he had the boy traded. So upset that now the boy's been found homeless. Living on the streets.
And that's still his mama, right? That's still his mama.
You just said, why is it wrong? And I told you, it's hurting your son.
Right?
Well, it didn't matter. So whatever she does, it just doesn't matter, huh?
Can it make his mama home? What he went through, is that his mama's fault?
Yes. It is directly her fault.
So you can tell me if your mama wanted to date a younger man and
that's one of my friends, she full of shit.
So you would be mad at your mama?
Yes, for dating one of my friends. That bitch should know better. You ain't gonna embarrass me in front of my friends. Why would you do that?
So embarrassed. That's what you more worried about, your mama happiness. You worried more about your embarrassment.
How is she happy when she getting slutted out by one of my friends?
How you just gonna say that woman getting slutted out? That's what I'm saying.
She wasn't married. She didn't marry that boy. They just slept together, and all they did was tell it.
That's what she wanted to do. That's on her. That's her life. Why
you don't use my friend to do it. Don't be a slut with people. Don't use my name.
This is so easy to understand. Mothers who actually give a damn about their kids would not do that. You don't sleep with your son's friends. You don't date. You don't do that. You do not do that. A lot of these women, they use their sons, they push them into the NBA and all these type of high power positions. And then when they think they can use their son as a purse to go and sleep with whoever they want, go relive their little childhood, their little teen years that they threw away through getting pregnant and have to face responsibility. This is sad. And you're going to have women that will be on this woman's side, which is disgusting. This woman has no moral fiber in her body. None. She can't see right or wrong. Only what she feels. This is why men will say today, most women today, and sad to say, they got it from women of this ilk. Their minds are like children, but they're in adult bodies. You got a lot of black women like this. Not all, but you got a lot of them like this. And then they get mad when Men who have resources and have means, they want to date outside their ethnic group. And then you want to try and shame them to date dysfunction. These are the same women that allow their men, their children to get victimized by their dates, by their men, because they want to be happy. I don't want to hear my child. I want to be happy. Women like this are toxic, and damn. She didn't raise most of her kids. That's another thing too.
Don't use my name to get your rocks off. How is that not fair? That boy built his own name. Don't use my name to get your rocks off.
If she wouldn't have had him out her pussy, he wouldn't be here to be mad about her dating no nigga.
So you're saying if a woman gives birth, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to her child?
I'm not saying that. If your mother,
that's what she's saying. She's saying I gave you birth. You're supposed to let me do what I want. This is her childish behavior. It takes two to make a kid. Obviously, you failed in picking a good parent. You failed at that, or the fact of the matter, with your attitude, you didn't want to answer to nobody, but he has to answer to you. You didn't want to be held accountable. I doubt they're together. I doubt it. They're not together because of her nasty attitude, and the kids suffered.
Want to be happy? Let her be happy. That's your mother. You love her.
Be happy and don't use me to do it. Why can't you understand this? It's 7 billion people on Earth. You gotta fuck my friends? Are you telling me you that low life of a bitch that you gotta fuck my friends?
I'm sorry. You hate women too. I see. You hate women too.
So your response? Are you? How old are you? 8?
Terrible, y'all like this.
Ma'am, how old are you? 8? When you hear someone talking, don't listen. Then you say you hate women. Why the fuck would it matter if I hate women?
On your platform, you get clout out me.
The fact that, see, here's the thing. Cloud off your platform. And then you wonder why people are judging you so harshly. You're the one who entered this platform. You're the one who wants to enter social media. You're the one who wants all this fame. You are the one. If King Von died and you kept your mouth shut about who you were as his mother, you wouldn't be getting this type of attention. And you have a lot of black women like this in the black community. A lot of them. Whose sons and daughters they let run wild in the streets. And then when they get capped, now they play victim. You didn't raise your kids right. Breonna Taylor. Okay. Michael Brown. Corn Gaines. A whole bunch of others. Let them run wild. Now you're a victim. Now you want all this attention. Now you want to be up in the limelight. Then you get the attention. You think you're going to be praised for being a mother? How you raise the kids, that's what you get attention for. If King Von was just an innocent person, not gunned down, probably wouldn't even have the name King Von. If he was raised right, God forbid he was taken out by another person, they would have been sympathetic to you, complimented you and stuff. But you didn't. So now you're getting this toxic, you're getting this negative attention, this criticism, harsh. And now you want to play you're a victim. You're not. A lot of black women who are single mothers are like this. You have the streets raising your kids. Kids end up in something they're not supposed to be in. They end up dead. And now you want to look for sympathy. Mercedes Moore. That's another one. Okay. Dominique Clayton. Who's that other guy? I forgot. I forgot it was. He was he broke into his baby mama's house, put his fingers in her vagina and said, "Oh, it smells like someone else has been in it." Then took the car keys. Then the cops were called on him. He manhandled the cops. And the cops told him to freeze. He kept walking. He had a knife in his pocket, and he was shot in the back 7 times. Come on now. Forgot that dude's name. But he's also another one. All right? He's also another one. Hold on a minute. Let me see something here. Yeah, Jacob Blake. That's his name. Jacob Blake. All right? And he wanted to have a lawsuit. He lost it. But why are you going to talk about Breonna Taylor? Because Breonna Taylor was messing with 2 drug dealers. 2 of them. And because of the association with the first drug dealer, the cops came to her crib. I don't care if it was the wrong house. If she hadn't been messing around with that dude, she would not have that on her. She would not have no cops coming to her door, and she would be alive today. Well, oh no, protect black women. Look, you protect black women that don't have these type of lifestyles. Protect black men. Protect black men that actually are decent human beings. Not thugs.
On your shit.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Why are you talking about me? Why are you
Ma'am, you must go.
Commercial break.
Me? Why are you discussing my past life? Why are you
because you put yourself out there. See, a lot of these black women want attention. All right. But they forget they're going to be questioned for it, like FBG Duck's mom. They come out, hey, yeah, I'm the mama. Wait a minute. You're the mother? Wait a minute. So how'd you raise your kid? And you're getting all these questions. Now you don't like it. Just want to be in the spotlight without thinking.
I can discuss what the fuck I want, ma'am. If you're not coming here to have a conversation, then you can leave.
That's what you do.
Ma'am, I've had money. Ma'am, I've had money. Check my pack. I've had money.
Real journalism.
Thanks, Infinity. Thank you. Thank you, Infinity.
Okay, what's the real journalist?
You're
not a real mother.
You're not.
And you're not a real mother. Just like you can judge my journalistic integrity, I can judge your maternalistic integrity. I'm not a real journalist. You're not a real mother. The difference is
Did she just say define a real mother? Did she just say that? I can't believe she said that. Define a real mother. Wow. 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 She said define a real mother. I'm going to rewind that. Hold on a minute.
My journalism hasn't caused any...
Discussing me. Why are you discussing my past life? Why are you bringing up
I can discuss what the fuck I want, ma'am. If you're not coming here to have a conversation, then you can leave.
That's what you do.
Ma'am, I've had money. Ma'am, I've had money. Check my pack. I've had money.
Real journalism.
What's a real journalist?
How?
Okay, what's a real journalist?
You're not.
You're not a real mother.
You're not.
And you're not a real mother. Just like you can judge my journalistic integrity, I can judge your...
Wow. Define real mother. This woman is dumb. Dumb. D-U-M-B, dumb.
Journalistic integrity. I'm not a real journalist. You're not a real mother. The difference is my journalism hasn't caused anybody to die, but your motherism has caused you to lose 50% of your children.
You're judging me, baby, out my life.
I ain't judging you. Your kid's judging you. Your kid's spirit is somewhere looking down and seeing what their mother is doing. You had 50% of your children are gone. That's disgusting.
I got what? You was a sick
I got what in my basement?
The fact that your mask.
Ma'am, no one in my family has died from my actions at all.
So they died from mine? That's what you saying?
Yes,
ma'am. Grown.
Yes,
ma'am.
She doesn't understand what they put in that kids from childhood on, but that kind of influences the choices that they make. And yeah, you basically didn't really do much with those kids. Those kids had to be doing drug dealing. Did you encourage them to get jobs, work 2 or 3 jobs to hustle the right way? Okay. We see that will cause sacrifice. Okay. Just wondering, man. She's spouting out her mouth like this crazy. And she's not seeing it. I'm sorry, but if this one was like really spiritual, not judging, not condemning, I'm just saying she wouldn't even show her face on television. She'd be so broken and ashamed of how she raised her son, how she raised her kids, that she wouldn't want to be on TV. She wouldn't. Just here for the clout. She's trying to knock Tommy Sotomayor, but she's doing the same thing.
Ma'am, the one that was in the fire was not grown. The one that was in the fire was not grown. The one that was in the fire, ma'am, was not grown. I'm not Hassan Campbell. I'm not none of them stupid niggas. You talking to
me? He passed away in the fire because he was playing with a lighter. That's not.
Wait a minute. You're blaming a 3-year-old playing in the... Who bought her the lighter? Who bought him or her the lighter? Why didn't you take it away? I would get upset right now, but this isn't somebody related to me. This isn't somebody I care about, really. I mean, she's a human being. I care, but the fact of the matter is, it's just like, there's a lot of mental illness not checked in the Black community. A lot. And this right here, you see it. And the reason why the artists and entertainers get so much focus and attention is because the majority of the Black community is like this woman right here.
And you got out of the house, but
you want to judge me? Not only she died, all 5 of us could have died in that fight.
But
Do you understand the story of that?
Can you tell me why you didn't die, but the child did?
Gun in your mouth, bitch ass.
Can you tell me why that child died, but you made it out? So you want me to put a gun in my mouth because I'm asking you a question that you came here to?
You're talking shit. You're getting clout on
what me. Shit? Ma'am, you don't even know how to stop and have a conversation. You talk like an idiot.
What are you talking about? You don't know me. You don't
I can't get a word in edgewise because all you doing is you hit my just to keep doing this and not stop and just keep going and going and going. So you actually came here to just keep doing this?
Keep sitting behind your keyboard judging people, guys.
Ma'am, while I'm sitting behind my keyboard, guess what's not happening? No one's dying. I'm not on here talking about busting a cap in a nigga or sliding on a nigga. I'm not wishing somebody stick a gun in their mouth. All you do is talk about violence and then want us to cry when some violence come to your front door. Niggas are idiots. Sit around all day just being violent, talking about violence.
Speaking of this, I could see this is why I really wasn't too shocked with Cynthia G when she was talking hating Black men, abort Black male babies. And then you had some weirdo, I forgot his name, whatever his name was, but he was he was coming up saying, I want to, he wants to hurt Black women and hurt Cynthia G, because you put that energy you put out, it comes back towards you. Okay. How many people were influenced by King Von's song to do violence and committed violence? Okay. It came right back. We reap what we sow. This is why I looked at this like Cynthia G being Venom, and what is it, Space Boy Perp, Space Ghost Perp, whatever his name was. He was Carnage, and Carnage was birthed out of Venom. So I just saw two monsters finding each other.
All damn day, dumbass. This woman's an idiot. She dropped off. I didn't drop her off. She dropped off on her own. How you that dumb? You're just a grown-ass idiot. And I want y'all to understand, this is the majority of black women. Idiots. This woman hit the link. Just said keep talking like that.
I don't hate black women, just for those women out there who want to come up and be triggered. I don't hate black women. All right? You got to admit, just as there's toxic Pookie and Ray Way black males, there's some toxic Booquishas and BT 1000 toxic black women.
And I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna keep talking. What that got to do with me? You mean you tell me your mama's happiness don't matter? My mama's happiness should have happened when she laid down with my daddy at the bitch that damn bad and got several damn niggas. Let me point something out to you, ma'am. You got several of niggas that you got babies with. So all them niggas should sit around and want your happiness? When you gonna do something to make them happy, bitch? You ever thought about that? Come on, all y'all watching. I want all you thug niggas from Chicago to understand. It's motherfuckers like that that's got y'all out there killing each other. Y'all are raised by these violent, loudmouth, inappropriate, irresponsible ass women. And y'all grow up to believe that these bitches are God. Do you understand why they putting these niggas out here to kill each other?
You have this Hotep community, the black woman's God. And you have black men who are simps like, what is his name? What's his name? Brother Polite. Michael Novak. You know, that's his real name. Many others. Umar Johnson. All right. Even these like Derek Jacksons and Pasta Papi Don. You know, and even from the old school, Michael Z. York, the black woman's God. And these lazy, don't want to take care of their kids, don't want nobody telling them what to do, will eat that up and feel they don't have to correct themselves. And then when you hear people telling them the truth that they need to correct themselves, they get mad and say, you hate women, you don't like women. No, it's not that. It's just the fact that you can't expect to be in a relationship and not expect any accountability. Regardless of gender, both genders got to take accountability. And you have to play a part in it. If you have sex with a man and that man doesn't turn out to be the man that's willing to take care of your kids, that's your fault too. No one told you to open your legs to him. And also, if you have a good man and you choose not to let him be in that kid's life, you choose to make his life hard, you choose to do whatever you can to make sure he doesn't get to be in that kid's life. He may not want you, but he wants to raise the child, and you prevent that. Whatever happens to that child is on you. Some of you can't even admit the fact that you destroy your own relationships. You had good relationships, but you just didn't want to commit. You didn't want to answer to nobody. You're bashing women. No, I'm not. You see, I'll say it again. Men have always been held accountable for their actions, regardless of their ethnic background. They've always been held accountable for their actions, especially dealing with relationships with women. But women, on the other hand, have not in America and Western countries. It's been that trend. And what happens out of that? Kids suffer, especially if they're from, they have to deal with a mother like that. And then when they have grievances, they're told to shut up and don't you ever talk bad about your mom. Don't ever bring up that grievance when you have every right to. When it's the reverse, oh, if a daughter got a grievance against the father, oh, you got to bring it up, which she should. I'm saying it has to be an equal playing field. Accountability goes both ways. And this woman cannot take accountability. You got pregnant by multiple men. You didn't want to take care of any of the kids. Some of your kids are dead. That's your fault. God this, God that. No, you're just saying that to keep your mind going the next day. You say that to keep yourself from killing yourself. You say that so you could go to bed at night without eating any pills. You say that to shut up your conscience that says you failed as a parent. You failed. Not Tommy Sotomayor, not the cops. You. I'm sure she probably had men in her lifetime when she was younger that wanted to date her and be good to her, but she refused to grow up. And those kids suffered, every last one of them.
These bitches still alive. You black men need to understand, they keep producing children like you. All of you brothers in Chicago, the women that produced you still alive. The women that got you out here selling drugs and trying to rap to pay their bills, to get them out the motherfucking hood, they still living. They still producing children. They still out here fucking your boy, your homie. They jumping on radio stations trying to get other niggas to kill other niggas. Y'all need to go kill them because they made a video about me. Y'all need to go get them because they made a video about me. Y'all got to do me a favor. If you're watching the show right now, you got to leave. If you're not one of those people that want to talk to me, because if you don't leave, I'm going to kick you off because I do need the line open for people who got a problem with me. So you got to leave now if you don't mind. I understand that y'all were here while she was here, but jump off now.
Well, that's what I learned about. What we could learn about this is our society is glorifying women with no morals, poor parenting skills, and think it's okay to be that way. Child dead, and you still want recognition. For what? For being a bad parent? That's what I learned today. This is what I learned from the Tommy Sotomayor and FBG blowout. This is what I learned. I learned a lot. Learned about how our society encourages this type of lifestyle. Women to just be irresponsible with their kids, how they raise them. I just did a live stream a couple of minutes ago about an OnlyFans mother of two who got barred from volunteering at her two sons' school. And now she wants to sue for $1 million. Instead of just bowing out and understanding you were in the wrong because you chose a particular occupation that would shame your kids. It's not even an occupation, it's sex work. She decides to want to embarrass her kids more by trying to sue the school for $1 million and to get press conference. Just like Mama Duck, it's just the fact this chick got white skin and Mama Duck got black skin. Same personality, following the same product of the same generational curse, and want recognition for that. Just embarrassing your kid. She's an embarrassing. Mama Duck's embarrassing too. Sad, man. Sad. Entitlement, women's empowerment is just dragging women to the sewer. That is it. That is it. All right. Later. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.